Yo, what's good, and welcome back to another episode of Mally Bray TV. So obviously today is October the 13th, 2022. Columbus Day was Monday, October 10th, 2022. How American is it to celebrate a rapist, a murderer, an all-around piece of shit? Living here in America, this is what we have holidays for people like this. And I figured I'm going to expose some Christopher Columbus facts for you guys that you didn't know or might want to hear again. Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. Now, I know y'all remember that in school. That was always said in first grade and kindergarten. It kind of got a little ring to it too. But yeah, real talk, Columbus did sail August 3rd, 1492 with 3 ships. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. They sailed for a long time. To be exact, 10 weeks later, they were still sailing, trying to find land. By then, Columbus's men have had enough. They're pissed off, they're sick. We've been on this damn ocean for damn 10 weeks, bro. Let's turn around and go back. But Columbus was hard-headed. He was dead set on finding this new land. It got to the point to where Columbus's people on the boat were plotting to throw his ass overboard and go back to Spain. But luckily for him, a day later, they seen land, in which Columbus thought was Asia, but it really was what we call today the Bahamas. Once they reached the Bahamas, well, like I said, they thought they were in Asia. They stayed for months and months and months. Columbus had in his mind he was going to rape this little place he found, take everything from it. They stayed for gold, precious metals, and any type of resource that seemed rich or had value to it. Columbus ended up traveling back to Spain a year later in 1493. He stayed for a little while and jumped back on the ship and came back to the Bahamas where he had left some men behind. He ended up making this voyage a total of 4 times between 1492 and 1502. You gotta think, these guys are out there for a long ass time. So who's paying for this food? Who's paying for all the shit that y'all were drinking and eating, the medical supplies and everything else while y'all were gone for months? The Spanish government, Spain. Of course, Columbus found no damn riches. He didn't find shit. So he ended up having to show something like, look, we found this right here. Columbus has the idea to try to bring back 500 slaves to try to impress the Spanish government, like for a commodity, like look what I've got. The Spanish government was horrified and immediately rejected his offer. But as we both know, Europeans and Spanish alike, decades and centuries later, ended up being an advocate for slavery. Columbus and his men introduced smallpox and the measles to these indigenous people, Indians, and over the course of decades and centuries, it freaking wiped them out. Columbus was a brutal man. Like this dude right here, he wanted his respect and he was going to get it. When they first hit the Bahamas, a way to try to shock these Indians into showing he meant what the fuck he said, he ordered a soldier to cut the ear off an Indian to shock them into submission. Like, what kind of shit is that? And this is the guy that we're celebrating every year to these children. He also had public beheadings of Indians for anything, minor infractions, stealing. He cut their head off in front of everybody once again for the shock and awe. During another one of his voyages, Columbus also stumbled across a place called Hispaniola that once again just so happened to be inhabited with lots of happy Indians. Within a short time of being there, Columbus kidnapped and enslaved over 1,000 Indians from this place called Hispaniola. While he was there, also 50,000 other Indians that were there committed mass suicide to prevent being enslaved and living a life under Columbus and the Spaniards' rule. 56 years later, after Columbus wreaked havoc on Hispaniola, enslaving these people, beating them, getting them sick. Out of 300,000 Indians that were there before he came, only 500 were left. God almighty, bro, that says enough. Columbus was an evil motherfucker. At one time, he had a woman's tongue cut out for speaking bad about his admiral and his brothers. Tongue cut out. He also had a woman beat after she was stripped butt naked and laid on her stomach across the back of a donkey because she lied about being pregnant. Evil. He hung a man for stealing bread. He also had a little boy's hand nailed through the palm to a piece of wood for catching fish with a trap in public waters. That's what I mean when I say the littlest of incidents, he's gonna fuck you. And it's crazy to me. We celebrate this man every single year. Columbus, this holiday. Christopher Columbus. It's another act of ignorance in this country that I live in. It is the best country in this world. But damn, when you stop and think about the shit that they indoctrinate in these children's heads growing up, and you get older and realize what the fuck is what and who is who, it'll make you sick. It'll make you wonder, what the fuck else do I not know? What else are they teaching these kids? Now, my children. The shit is wild. You guys have a great day. Please like, subscribe, check out your boy. I'll be here very soon to drop another video. It is a beautiful day today, and I'm trying to enjoy the last of these warm days before that winter sets in. You guys take it easy, and remember, Christopher Columbus, he's a thug. He's a bitch. He's an evil motherfucker. And people like him, there's no place in society for him. Take it easy.
And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today.